Hey, what's up? Welcome back. It's your girl Cooking with Tammy, of course, and today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious vegetable fried rice recipe. And guess what? We're also going to be pairing it with a delicious honey garlic shrimp and sausage recipe, and the two together is going to be absolutely out of this world. So, without further ado, let's do what? Let's get to cooking. All right, guys, let's cook. Let's get it. We're going to start off with adding a small amount of oil to the pan. And we're going to throw our sausages. Now I'm just joking. But the sausage did fall into the pan. We're going to lay our sausages flat against the pan. We want to get some good surface contact going on in order to brown the sausages perfectly. This part right here should take about 4 to 5 minutes, cooking on medium-high heat. We're just going to flip it onto the other side and allow it to do its thing on the other side as well. Remove the sausages from the pan, place it in a bowl, and set it aside. Using the same pan that we fried the sausages in, we're going to add our shrimp. We're going to allow the shrimp to cook all the way through for this particular recipe. I know sometimes we cook the shrimp halfway through. But for this one today, cook the shrimp all the way through, about, I want to say, approximately 2 to 3 minutes per side until the shrimp is absolutely pink and curled up. I know the shrimp is looking so delicious, but guess what? We got to keep working. No time to be eating those shrimp. Let's go. So to the same pan that we fried our sausages and we seared our shrimp in, we're going to add some garlic. No need to add any additional oil. It's all good. Just add some minced garlic, stir it around, allow the garlic to toast up. We're going to add some more of that sweet soy sauce to the pan, incorporate it with the garlic as well. And at this point in time, everything should be smelling amazing. Stir that on in, make sure everything is perfectly blended. We're going to also add some honey. The key and the goal of making this honey garlic sauce is to allow it to come to a slow simmer and then eventually reduce by half. Once it starts to reduce by half and it's literally sticking onto the utensil, at that point in time, we're going to introduce our broccoli, shrimp, and garlic back to the pan. Stir that on in. As you can see at this point, our sauce has definitely thickened up. Coat the shrimp, sausages, broccoli with this delicious sauce, and once we're done, we're going to turn the stovetop off. We're going to pull out our good trusty wok. If you don't have a wok, then rock up with the frying pan. What can I tell you, right? Add some oil to the wok, and we're going to add our scrambled eggs. I know somebody's going to be like, girl, that's a lot of oil. Trust me, it's going to pan out in the end. Don't worry about it. Just do as I do, and everything is going to turn out what? Perfectly. We're going to go ahead, we're going to mix our egg up just a little bit. However, we are not going to overcook our egg simply because we're going to be adding it to the rice later. Let's hit it off with some salt and ground black pepper. Give these bland eggs some flavor. We're going to go ahead and remove it from the pan and set the eggs aside. We're going to add some more oil to our wok. And as you can see, I got the mixed veggies going on. These mixed veggies are frozen, and it's frozen for a reason. We're not going to defrost the veggies simply because if we want not only a pop of color, but we want our veggies to maintain that crunch. Get that steam effect going on. Once you're done, you're going to toss the veggies around in the wok, of course. You're going to allow them to toast up. And at this point, you should be looking like a chef in the kitchen, all right? Our flame is on high heat. We're going to stir fry these veggies for about 2 minutes. We want them to get nice and hot. Veggies are sizzling, so at this point in time, we're going to add some rice. Now, we're not adding rice fresh off the stovetop. 2 things. Either you make the rice early in the morning and you drain it, of course, and set it aside for a couple of hours until it looks like this, or you make the rice the night before and place it into the refrigerator in order to allow the rice to harden up. As you can see, the rice grain, nothing is stuck together. When it comes down to making any type of, let's say, Chinese fried rice or anything of that nature, right? You want to use long grain rice or even jasmine rice, right? But it needs to be parboiled rice. I find that type of rice works best when it comes to making fried rice. At least that's my experience thus far with making it. We're going to go ahead, we're going to incorporate those delicious veggies with the rice, guys, because what? We own our own hibachi spot right about now. Chinese takeout, yes. Where I live, it's easy for us to get the Chief brand fried rice seasoning. Listen, I have all the seasonings, the cook-up rice seasoning, the fried chicken seasoning, you name it, all right? However, if you can't get your hands on the fried rice seasoning, it's not a big deal. I usually get mine from either the Caribbean store or the Korean market. If you can get it, like I said, I've made fried rice many, many times without using any additional seasonings because by the time we add our soy sauce and everything else, it's not necessary. But of course, your girl wants to be a little bit extra on the flavor, so I'm going to go ahead and add that seasoning. Mix it up really well, make sure everything is perfectly combined. Rice is not sticking together, it's looking good. We're going to introduce some Shao Xing wine. Yes, we are. A couple tablespoons is good. That's it. I'm also going to add some sweet soy sauce. However, if you want to add some regular soy sauce, or let's say maybe reduced soy sauce, you definitely can. But this sweet soy sauce is not overpoweringly sweet, but it's definitely a great compliment, all right? So I went ahead, as you saw, added a couple tablespoons, and we are going to coat our vegetable rice with this delicious sauce. Stir it on in really, really good. Make sure everything is combined. And at this point in time, I know you don't hear the sizzle because I'm doing a voiceover, obviously, but because when I tell you the sizzle was sizzling, it was a lot. And I didn't want it to like literally hurt anybody's ears. So I went ahead and I was like, you know what, let me just mute this video and do a voiceover. But in some scenes, I am going to open it up so you get to hear when it came down to making this fried rice. It was definitely satisfying. Let's not forget our scrambled eggs. We're going to go in and chop those eggs up just a little bit more. Break it on up. If you want your eggs to remain thick and fluffy, no problem. But if you want to distribute it throughout the rice, it's best to just break it up and fold it in as well. Looking good so far, right? This right here is everything. Big on flavor, big on presentation. To serve this beautiful fried rice and honey garlic shrimp and sausage on up. Get it onto a plate. Of course, you're going to stand back, admire it, pat yourself on the back. Once we're done, we're going to go in with our delicious protein. We're going to add it to the top. And this is it, my loves. Let's go in for a quick taste test because at this point, I can't wait. When I tell you guys, this right here, absolutely delicious. So tasty. Rich not only in flavor but in color as well. Super big on presentation. I need you guys to definitely give this recipe a try because it's going to be so worth it. I know you wish you were me right now. Anyway, we're going to go in for our taste test. Let's taste the rice first. This is definitely... if this can't even get it out. If I had to be graded on this right here, this would definitely be an A+. It's so good. All right, sausage. Let's get some shrimp going. Definitely the perfect combination. Perfect combination. Shrimp is not overcooked. The sausages bring the perfect complement. If you want to use, let's say, maybe like a spicy type of sausage, you could definitely incorporate it with this recipe as well. But nevertheless, this right here is an A+ meal. Not to mention, you saw it for yourself. Quick and easy, right? So I don't even have to tell you that. And the flavors are to die for. Absolutely delicious. As always, I'm your girl Cooking with Tammy, and I will definitely catch you guys in another video. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.